Greetings, my friends, fellow humans on Earth. I'm pleased to serve you today with a Reiki share from my heart, from Source above. I checked with my pendulum for what the chakras that needed to be focused on today, and it was the heart and the crown. So I'm going to go to the heart of the matter right off the bat, and we'll start with the chakra. Saheke. Ze. Oncho. Nin. Chokari. I call upon the Reiki Masters, past and present. I call upon the Emerald Dragon, of which lineage I am. I call upon my brother Yeshua and his mate, the Magdalene. I call upon Mother Mary. I call upon Archangel Raphael. I call upon Archangel Gabriel. I call upon Archangel Uriel. I call on Archangel Ariel. I call on Archangel Michael. I call on Archangel Sandalphon, and I call on Archangel Metatron. I call upon Prime Creator or Source, for I'm pretty sure that's where the Reiki energy comes for all of these beings that I have mentioned. We all tap into that source. All things go into that source. This would be the crown, and where we might start, but we will go to the heart. So we would say, to get to the heart of the matter is breath, my children. Breathe in the deep breath. Hold and release. Release all of the tensions and stress. This is a delitus to the heart chakra. It needs to be in harmony. It needs to be in love. So let us hold the vibration of love in our hearts, and I send energy out and across to the Reiki Oregon pyramid grid. To all of you that have those pyramids, I'm using these as focal points to send this energy out across the world, thereby charging up the pyramid and also utilizing it as a transmitter. And I'm making that connection now, out from this land, out to the coast, down the coast to Mount Shasta, down the spine of the Americas to Lake Titicaca, and places in the Sacred Valley, too, for that matter, across to Australia and Queensland, and there's 3 pyramids there, and over to New Zealand, there's a pyramid there, and then coming across the continents to Scotland, there's a pyramid there. There is a pyramid in England, and then crossing over the ocean that way, we come to New York. There's one in New York State. There's one in Minnesota. There's one in Colorado. There's one in Arizona. There's one in Los Angeles. There's one in Oregon, and coming back, there's one over here in Paulsville. So expanding that out. This Reiki share is for any issues of the heart, myocarditis, pericarditis, pericarditis being the lining of the heart, any inflammation, any irritation, any DNA missteps that are happening, may they all be reset. May they all be reset. We bring in the 528 hertz tuning port. Hopefully that can be heard by you. You feel that vibration out there? That should get it through there. That music was by Milan. It's I love toning. A heart to heal, I say. If you have an aching heart for a lost love, may you start loving yourself. Loving yourself. Fill your heart with love, with love. That really amped up the Reiki energy flowing out. So I feel I'm touching some of you with that one. And I can see that a lot of hearts need to be healed from the passing of loved ones, acquaintances, relatives, and plus those that are dealing with side effects of certain products that they may have partaken of, voluntary or otherwise. Shala says the Council of 12, in fact, many on the planet Sirius B, circling in the sphere of Sirius B, they send soothing energies to the hearts of Mother Earth, where they see that there will be a lot of transitions happening. They also want to say that not mourn the passing too much. They're being helped by the higher dimensions to process and learn from the experience that they've just went through for the valuable lessons that they learn in critical thinking and the uses of logic and understanding of science and the due process and how you always question science. It's built on a question, a hypothesis. It starts with a hypothesis. I wonder what the hypothesis was when they patented COVID-19. Did you know that was patented before the event happened? Look that up if you can still find it on Google, which is questionable. Might not even be able to get it on DuckDuckGo. But it's out there. It was out there. Once upon a time, over the stars, long ago. No, not that long ago. Only a year or so, at the most. So it's probably out there somewhere. It's just buried, right? It's shadow banned into the netherworld, where you would have to know the exact address of it in order to find the damn document. So, yeah, good luck on that one. I'm sorry, you kind of dropped out of that channel on that one. I'm sorry, Shala. She says she understands. It's hard being boots on the ground here. She says, I understand that. Because Shala is also incarnated on this planet. We judiciously don't both come down at the same time, because then we would both be effed up. This way, that we trade off, and she came in earlier. I came in for the long haul, to make it happen. And this is why I do these Reiki shares. It surely is because it expands the amount of energy that I can channel at one time, which would make me a more powerful healer, right? And I have found that by passing my hands over people's backs, that they say they feel like their backs are being kneaded. So I mean, I don't even have to touch them, or if I do touch them, then I feel their muscles moving underneath my hands, even though all I'm doing is just directing energy into it. So I've had that experience. So yes, I can be a powerful healer. I can channel a lot of energy, especially when I invite all my friends in. Or yeah, I call them friends. I guess that's kind of bold of me, right? You call Archangel Raphael a friend. Shehola asum tu turasha pasasha oto. I am the Archangel Raphael. We are pleased this energy has allowed us to come through. We would say all of you have the capability of doing as this one is doing. He is not bragging. He has felt these things happen and has had people comment to him of that. The force, the source moves through all of you, or can move through all of you, through diligence and through opening up of your heart and your crown. We would say this is why we directed this unit to working on both of those things. And we are happy to be here for this purpose. Toshela asho asho aragasa asho rahas. Urasasa. Osha shirasha. Osharasa. Shururasa shurasa. Shurasharoram laitera ulayteresha. Kalasavasha. Hallelujah. 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 Tulema O Tushiroro Kulimum Alasu Ashirushe Ashiratushe Ashirabu Ashura Shodayamatashu. Well, thank you, Archangel Raphael. That's interesting when an archangel kind of comes in through you and out your voice there, though my voice kind of was failing him there because it was resonating a lot better in my consciousness than it was in my body, per se. But he's right. I mean, this is the thing we're facing these trying times, right? We are in the Chinese curse of living in interesting times. Things are happening quickly. We've got geomagnetic storms happening again. We've got CMEs coming off. Fortunately, they've been soft ones, like Class C, just not anything to get worried about, even if they hit us. Well, I mean, we get those major geomagnetic storms, up into the red. They're in my energy blogs on my other channel, Bill Christopher's, because this is going to be on a Reiki Share on the Emerald Dragon Reiki channel. So it was something they wanted me to talk about, and now I can't remember what the frig it was. Help me out here, Raphael. He says I'm on my own because that was something I had in mind. I was concocting in my consciousness as he was working through my body. Had something to do with the heart. Oh no, it had something to do with the crown chakra. Yes, now I remember. Because when he was working on that, I was thinking, oh wait, I wasn't talking about maybe the best way to open up your crown chakra is to open up the Earth Star chakra, which is 1 foot above your head. So I would say to all of you, reach up, well, unless you're driving while you're listening to this, in which case I would say don't do this. But if you are doing that, just pause this or replay it. But I guess you're not gonna see this. Let's see if I can straight down here. It's 1 foot over my head. You can just barely see where my hands are. I don't think my hands are 1 foot over my head, but oh well. We got to go back. There. So yeah, up there. That's where your hands should be, and activate that chakra and have it come down and open up your crown. So that Earth Star is Gaia Sophia, because she's connected at the root, right at the heart of the sun, of the Earth, and well, for her, this would be up to the ionosphere, which is why we look at the Schumann resonance in all of my Phil Christopher's videos. So now we out why I'm doing that on that channel, on this channel. But sometimes I drop energy blogs on this channel too. So hey, Plus, I strongly suspect all 42 of you are also part of the 302 that are 301 now. I've lost one of you. Oh, I've lost a soul. Oh no. No, I'm sure they found something better to do than listen to me about the energy blogs. I know. Though, I mean, I try to keep them interesting. Anyhow, getting back to that crown chakra and opening that up, you need to feel safe about that, I think is what I hear is the biggest issue here with the crown chakra. But what he was doing there is there's these chakras coming out of your head, the one out coming out through your third eye, one coming out through the back of the base of your skull here, where your spine connects together there into the head, and then yeah, the ones right here at the temples, pretty much. And then there's a chakra up here, and then of course your root chakra down below. And connecting all of those together activates your crown chakra, really gets it operating at peaks in efficiency. So just work with the energies of like I said, those points coming out here, the points coming out here, and the point above and the point down below. So this is one way for you to do this work on yourself, is what I'm trying to impress onto you, so that you can do that tune-up, every couple of days. Anytime you're feeling like you're not getting your spirit messages, messages on high. I use my higher self, Shala, as an aspect of that. As kind of my filter. And that way it's looking after our best interests, and I'm not letting me get, well, I mean, it will let me experience whoever I ask in, right? But it will kind of filter it and make sure that they play by the rules, right? That it's going to be for the good of all people. I'm not saying something that's going to hurt people, though it may make you feel uncomfortable. Some of the things I say, I know makes people feel uncomfortable. That's probably why I lost somebody. I said something that made them feel uncomfortable. That's too bad, because really, what you should do when I make you feel uncomfortable is examine, why am I feeling uncomfortable? What trigger has he triggered there in me? And dare say, should I look into that trigger? I would say you should. Not because I'm trying to get by off on my bad behavior and your eye. If you think I said something offensive, well, leave a comment. Leave a comment. And maybe I'm being misunderstood too, or it wasn't my intent, possibly. I will let you know what my intent was when I said whatever I said. Or I'll just cop to it, that I made a mistake. I am human still, even though I can channel an archangel or a aspect of myself that resides on a 6 density planet, operating around a white dwarf, who's in an orbit around Sirius A. We live in a a universe of energy. We are energy. This is why the Reiki energy can pass through the ether to anyone who's watching this video and wants this healing, wants the healing of the heart for whatever purpose, whether it be the physical heart, the emotional heart, the energy heart, because your heart is a dynamo. It is a torus of energy. You generate a field of least of 3 feet around yourself. All of you do that. Some of you may move that field out to 6 feet. I found a way to move it out to the planet, though maybe it's only in tendrils, going out to here and there and radiating out from those places. Of course, dealing with the angels, and it kind of makes it worldwide. And working with the celestials, I could probably even do the local group of stars. At some point, I might get that powerful, right? Or we might get that powerful as a collective, I would say. I often wonder if the only reason I can connect with my star family is because I've seen enough people out there that are connecting with their star family and pulling in information from the Palladians and the Arcturians and the Andromedans. There's only a few of us that channel the Syrians. I'm hearing that most Syrians are over here are more in the scientific field and are keeping their heads down and just doing the work that they came here to do, to advance the technology in the proper way instead of the way that the Dracos would have you do it. Because the Dracos want you to be chipped for their AI god, and the Syrians and everybody else in the galaxy doesn't want you chipped, other than they will help you energetically with light code when they can find a willing subject to let it flow, let them flow through their voice in the choice of vowel and consonant sounds that set up the proper vibration for whatever the work is, be it activation, be it healing, be it mostly it's unlocking talents or gifts for star seeds. It's a code, they're telling me, for awakening the sleepers, right? Because some of these sleepers are, in fact, from star seeds, but they unfortunately fell prey to the Draco dream and soul capture, and just got recycled back in here without their life's review or anything like that. They don't get the opportunity to learn the lessons that they were supposed to learn after they pass. They go through school. At least that's what we used to do when we passed. But I do remember that period where they were just slamming us right back in there, one after the other. They're just It was pretty horrific, really. When I think about it, it was hardcore. Um, Fortunately, I escaped to a monastery in the mountains of the Himalayas and was able to transition out and not go into the moon trap, as it were, and went into the sun instead, which gave me a portal to back to Sirius B. And that's how that story went. But it was, but they are telling me that it's that isn't the way it is anymore. You can certainly transfer to whatever planet that you want to. I've done that. I've wandered the galaxy. In fact, I've been on. They're telling me hundreds of planets. And thousands of stars. So we live in a very busy galaxy. Even out here on the periphery where we're located, it's all connected, baby. It's all of them are connected. Anything that's got life on it is connected because it's pulling energy off of the sun to create a consciousness field on the planet in whatever form that it wants to manifest, really, or the best that it's been developed on the planet at that time. And so some, they control whole species because they're so big and immense in their soul flame that they can't really get it into one individual. They have to run a whole ecosystem, right? Or a biome, maybe. And then, but some, can come in and focus. This is why it was so nice when they developed the Homo sapien, or the upright ape, if you will. Though that isn't exactly what we are. We're a hybrid, really. Stitchens says that that's the message of the Anunnaki from the Sumerian text. My guides say that we're refugees from the Lyrian diaspora. When the Draco attacked Lyra and a billion seeds went out from the star, and when they found a planet that they could work with, they landed and started a civilization. So that was one of the first iterations. Happened. Well, they're just saying millions of years ago. I mean, to them it could be yesterday. So yeah, we've had different iterations upon the planet. Lemuria, Atlantis, Tesha Adara, basically they're saying it's pretty much on the cycle of the precession of the equinoxes, of that 25,920 years cycle that runs us through the zodiac. And we are either at the halfway mark or at the full mark. And I'm not sure which one, because I mean, we're going back over 500,000 years, almost a million, I'm being told. So it's not like we get wiped out every time. We get beat back down to, maybe a couple hundred or 1,000 or something like that. And then we got to build back up and we start all over, and it's lifetime after lifetime. Well, actually, it should develop faster after this iteration, if enough of us make the transition, if we ascend, if we move with the planet. So the planet is moving out of the age of Kali Yuga, or at least we're having a respite from Kali Yuga if we can shift this timeline. And the important thing about shifting this timeline, and I know I'm getting off of the heart and the crown chakra, other than what I was talking about the crown, because you don't stop at the earth star chakra. You also have your solar chakra, which is, several hundreds of miles above your earth star chakra. And then you have the galactic chakra, and then you have the universal chakra. So you've got many chakras that connects you to everything. So there isn't even a chance for you to be a god, or a goddess, depending on your sexual preference. When you get to that state, you can really actually choose whichever way you want to be from one day to the next. It is, where are you at today, Divine One? But are we there yet? No. Do we need to monkey around with ourselves like that? No. There are better ways than hacking and whacking body parts off. That is never good. That's one of the mistakes that I made, is that I agreed to them fusing my ankle after a really bad attempt to numb the pain of my ankle. It's a mistake was made. I made it. I trusted a doctor that it was not to be trusted. I learned my lesson. I don't trust doctors. I don't trust them at all. I figure they're limited by what they think they know. And a lot of them are nothing more than pill pushers. That's why they bought into this vaccine. Oh, I almost completed that word. The vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner is what we need to clean out our veins so that I can pump the blood around. Yep. That's what I was going to say. I am dead to run into a bad mess if I didn't know better. So that should really confuse them a lot right there. I hope and pray that I am okay, that my video can go on Emerald Dragon Reiki, and everything will be okay. Yes, I say, I better get my back to the heart of the matter. I'm gonna have a link to that music that we were listening to, because that would be a good thing to listen to if you're having heart issues, because it's very soothing music. Soothing music is what you want to take if you're having a heartache. You don't want to get, I know it's, my baby's left me and I'm so sad. Yeah, that's usually what you're going to be playing if you've got a broken heart, right? But something neutral, at least, something like toning is a good thing. Neural bleeds. 528 hertz, 728, or is it 732? Don't quote me on that one. 732 it says. Okay. Anyways, those tones, those, oh, they're saying yes. Use the tones again. Fix the DNA, fix the DNA, fix the DNA, fix the DNA. We're gonna fix that DNA. Because they're trying to fuck you up so you can't connect the source. I don't know that they can do that, because your consciousness actually has more power over your body than you will ever know. Well, maybe you'll know. More than you would probably believe. I'm sure you've all heard of the placebo effect, right? Well, they were having a problem with in the drug manufacturing when they were trying to, because the placebo effect got stronger. It was up to like 50% of the time they would go ahead and it would work. So you often heal just because you think you are on the road to healing. And the more you are conscious of that and pull that energy in from higher self, from God above, or however you want to look at that source of energy, and whether you believe you have that in you, within your heart or not, you do. But this I say to you is true. You have the spark of source within your core, within the heart of the matter. Your solar plexus and your heart are very key to good health. If you have a healthy heart, you have a healthy body and a healthy mind. For most of it, I mean, you can obviously take things that will mess up your mind, and you can take things that will mess up your body, right? So don't do those things, or do them in small doses. I'm talking of alcohol in particular, though I am indeed drinking a little bit of milk waste with Irish cream. And a little bit won't hurt you, but don't do it to excess. Excess will kill. And that's true, if you take too much vitamin C or too much vitamin A or D or anything like that, it can be deleterious. It can be unhealthy. So you want to take the dosages that work for your weight and height and weight, and I'm sorry for you small, short people. It sucks to be you, right? I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm sure that you have a beautiful life no matter how big or how small you are, I just know it's easier for me because I can take full tablets. I don't have to cut them suckers down or I need to find the highest dosage to, you know, for my height and mass. So that's how that goes. And I'm feeling like the energy is dying off a little bit here. So I guess I've only got to that many people, though there was a lot of energy. It's still flowing a little bit. Let's say a little bit more of the bowls. And they want another. Oh, I have this card from the star seeds too, because it's Sunday. And the card is trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So you always have a chance as long as you can catch the wave, but that's what you want to do. Catch the wave. Interesting. It depicts two women and two little well, right now they're islands because the tide's in, but they're walking out into the tide, so they're out there catching the waves. Quite literally, that's what they're showing right there. Well, timing is important, right? So hopefully this video came to you in the proper timing, and if it did, I am happy for you that it could serve you, and if it serves you, then I am more than pleased. And if you would let me know that, I will be sure to respond to those. I do respond to all comments, by the way, at this time, and I probably will, even if it gets to be a hours long job, which it can be sometimes. Of course, been criticized for the canned responses, so I try not to give those, even though the person who criticized me, when I think about it, doesn't comment on comments, or people don't leave comments. I don't know which is going on there. He doesn't ask for them, I know that. Does mention him sometimes, and I'm talking about Greg Prescott, in case you didn't know. But anyway, so I am pretty good about my responses. I try to think something positive or an answer to the question. So, and indeed, when I think about it, I'll take questions on either one of these channels for Shala and do a Q&A on that as soon as I amass some questions. And she says it could be on a variety of subjects. she'd be happy to delve into them for you. Right, so Phil, it is important to do what I was saying about the crown chakra, that you ground into the earth and start running the energy up through all your chakras, up through your crown, and keep on shooting right through your crown up into the earth star chakra and the solar chakra. Sun salutations, they say, would be good for the crown. And the third eye can be. You can close your eyes and use your third eye when saluting the sun. If you're doing it during the daytime, the only time you want to be looking at the sun directly is in the first hour at sunrise and at the last hour of sunset. And not a minute before. And don't do it for the whole hour. But it's sometime in that period is the safe period, I would say. You will not damage your eyes, unless, of course, you stare at it for an hour. Then it might. So don't do that. 10 minutes ought to be sufficient for this kind of work. They're saying even a minute would be very helpful. They also are saying, anything more, guys? Things you're dropping ideas in here. Let's just see. Breath. It reminded me that the breath is very important for the heart, and also helping to raise energy up from the earth. Is that you have to involve the heart, and the heart needs oxygen, and start that circulating around, and then things just bubble on up and open up your crown. But then calling on your higher self, they're wanting me to say, is also for help in opening your crown. Would be a good thing to do. Calling on whatever god or goddess that you adhere to, that you're faithful to, ask for their help in opening up your crown chakra so that you can receive more messages clearly from your spirit guides, from your guardian angels, from whatever deity it is that you wish to speak with, right? Using your higher self as the go-between, so to speak. Which can be very good, to help you in translating what they're saying, oftentimes, because they're coming through in telepathy and not in really words and phrases, so to speak. They get filtered in to human speech, let's just say, because we're talking energies, vibrations, and overall feelings and a few visions. Oddly enough, with the loss of my eye, I have not had off and on success with closing my eyes and getting visions. Mostly only at night and in my dreams. But I do get impressions and sometimes solid words, that I can clearly understand. Charlotte says that she incarnated in an English-speaking country, so she translates for me there. And this is why she's my best channel, because she knows me and I know her and I can trust her. So, not that I don't trust Yeshua or Source or Archangel Raphael. Obviously, I let him come in. He's got perfectly good energy as far as I can tell, which I can tell pretty well. Right. So I think that's all I've got. It really has, even though I'm up here in the higher vibrations. Well, all I would say, I guess, the energy is not quite as rushing forth as strong as it was when I began this Reiki Share. So I'm not sure how long I've been at this either. Oh, it's 10:55. And I'm not sure when I started. I should have a timer for these. Well, I know. I guess there's one way I could check this. We'll go here and we'll do this. Click on the video and we'll share it and we'll see. So that video is 7 minutes long. So it's been over 14 minutes. Over 14 minutes. So this is Milan here.
Hello, soul family. I have a special gift for you. I call the 3-day frequency reset. 3 very special meditations to reset, to shift, to harmonize your entire state of being. 3-day frequency reset, a special gift.
Yeah. So that's Milan. I think that's how she says it. Yeah, Meilan. And it's a very nice toning or vibration, as she called it. Anywho, so that's shared that song. So I know I've been over a half hour anyway. So I guess that's a pretty good Reiki share. And I hope that it has helped somebody's heart, or that it will. It will if you share it, right? If you share this, of the 6 or 8 of 9 people of that 44, that if you share this, then more people will see it, and more people will be helped for whatever reason, whatever reason of the heart that they have. If it is something physical, definitely share it with them, because there was a lot of powerful energy with that Archangel Raphael light language. I think that would be a powerful healing for that. And he'll help you with the crown chakra issue too. So you can call upon Archangel Raphael too at any time to help you with this. Alrighty, folks. I think I have addressed everything that I can here in this Reiki share. I hope that it has served you well. And if it has, and you are new to this channel, do consider subscribing. I don't do these very often, about once or twice a week. The more people that start watching them, the more I will do them, though, I will say. So thank you for your participation in this Reiki share, and bid you adieu.